Salam dari. Okay, please start the video, everyone. Thank you so much, Miss Owl already joined. The Pata there. Thank you, Malika, Tanaya. Okay, come on, grade 8, start the video. You can tell your friends, yeah, the Zoom meeting is already started. Ada Haidar, Zafran, Ken, Arash, Nabila, Kila, Farsha, Mora, Fares, Bianca, Irgi, Deanda, Malika, Nabila, Nida, Davina, please start the video. We're gonna start at 9. It's already 9 o'clock. Can you and Naya get ready? Where are 8C students? Raya already here. Irgi, Nida, can you tell your friends to join now here? Thank you so much. 8C, Greta, please tell your friends to join right now. 8A, 8B, 8C. The first participant is Adeline. Is Adeline here? Oh, okay, Adeline sudah ada ya. Alright then. Can we start now, Mr. Patan? Mr. Feby is there.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Okay, Kenu and Naya, are you ready?
Wait, Mr. Feby.
Okay, can we start, yeah? Yeah, Mr. Feby.
Oke, silakan boleh dimulai.
Okay, let's start. Kenu and Naya.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, welcome to virtual English speech competition for grade 8. Let us introduce ourselves. My name is Naya from 9B.
And I'm Kenu from 8B. And we're going to be the master of the ceremony in this competition. Before we start, let's say Basmalah together.
Next, we're going to read the rules and regulation of speech competition. So please pay attention carefully. First, the judges are Mr. Fatah and Miss Leah. Second, the finalists have to deliver the speech on the Zoom meeting about environmental conservation. Third, a formal dress is allowed. Next, time allocated to deliver the speech is 3 to 5 minutes. If the time is almost 5 minutes, the timekeeper, Miss Owl, will raise hand virtually on the Zoom 30 seconds before end.
The finalists must show their face fully on the Zoom meeting camera. The finalists are prohibited and are not allowed to read the story while presenting it. Make sure your devices such as microphone, laptop, and internet connection are in a good condition. The finalists will be graded by the judges based on the scoring rubric. 6 winners will be chosen as category: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So without further ado, let's start this competition and give it up to the first participant of this competition. For Adeline from grade 8B, time is yours. Good luck.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
The Honorable Mr. Fatah and Miss Amelia, the teacher of English lesson, and dear my beloved friends, first of all, let me express my feeling how glad I am to have an opportunity to be here and deliver a speech about environmental conservation. So today I'm going to talk about the conservation of environment, why we should care about the environment, why we need to protect and preserve them, and what's the importance of protecting the environment. But first of all, I'm gonna tell you what is an environmental conservation. So environmental conservation is the practice of preserving the natural world to prevent it from collapsing as a result of human activities. Practice the environment can be individuals, organizations, and government. Our environment is what houses and helps our ecosystem grow and thrive. Without protecting our environment, we are putting so many lives in danger. So there are 5 ways to protect our environment. First is save water. Second is just reusable over single use. It's like using water bottle instead of plastic bottle. 3 is plant a tree because trees provide food and oxygen. 4 is walk or bike to reduce air pollution. Also, walking and cycling is good for health. And the last is shop wisely. This means you need to spend your money wisely. If you want to go to shopping, at least buy what you need, like soap or take a bath, tissue toilet, and stuff like that. We need to care about the environment, especially for human health. Imagine if you live in a dirty place, a dirty planet, you may feel uncomfortable and unwell. Caring for the environment also paves the way for generation. The way to protect the way to protect our ecosystem and natural resources is to care about the environment. To preserve the environment is very important. We can live peacefully if our environment is better. Also, if we cannot take care of the environment, it will become polluted with contaminants and toxins that harm our health. By disposing of garbage in itself, it includes protecting the environment. So if we take care of our environment, then the earth or this planet will take care of us too. So I think this is the end of my speech. Thank you so much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Adeline, for your speech. The second participant is Faisal from 8C. The time is yours.
Tidak ada kayak yang nanya. Pak Isal 8C ya.
Yeah. Ya udah next participant, Keno.
So the next participant is Anggit from grade 8B.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone. My name is Untitled Chapter from 8B again. And today we need to talk about the environment right now. We all know that the environment is in critical conditions like, glaciers are melting, many trash are everywhere, like scattered, and then more animals are hunt, trees are chopped down. I mean, like there's literally anything you could imagine. Like seriously, we all have minds to find something that can prevent this happening, right? So, well, how do you prevent this happen? There's actually lots of ways to prevent it from happening. One of them is environmental conservation. Now, what is environmental conservation actually is? Well, environmental conservation is actually a practice of us humans saving the environment by, you know, like saving water and energy and then replanting more trees, like anything you could imagine. And there also, well, there's actually a lot ways to save the environment, like use eco-friendly vehicle like bicycle for short distance, or you can just walk, like walking instead of using a vehicle like motorcycle or car. And then use eco-friendly product like brought a water bottle from home instead of using plastic bottles, or brought a food container like Tupperware, for example, from home instead of using styrofoams. Also bring some back too for, well, use bag instead of paper bag and plastic bag, because they'll just go to waste, right? So use that to save the environment. There's also other ways like saving water, because water is not that infinite, right? Many waters were polluted by the trash, like cans, plastic straws, you guessed it. Saving electricity is also important too, because electricity is quite expensive, right? And one day it's going to just gone. So we need to save electricity too. And there's also some benefits for saving those, like you don't need to pay a lot money for the electricity. And there's well, I mean, there's literally a lot of ways to save the environment, and you can actually do it from now. So if you want to save or contribute to environmental conservation, you can start now by saving water, electricity, planting more trees, and etc. And I hope everyone learns something new today. I'm Angga Tuketa Ditaba from 8B, and thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Angge, for your speech. The fourth participant is Kinar from 8C. The stage is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The Honorable, my teacher, and my beloved friends, my name is Kinaro Shimerasandi from grade 8C. I hope you are all in the good health. Today, I want to talk about the saving our energy. During time, we don't realize all of our activities relate and we can separate from the energy. Energy separates by two groups. There are renewable energy and non-renewable energy. Most of Indonesian people depend more on non-renewable energy. Even the stock of those energies is limited and lost in unpredictable time. When the renewable energy can use maximally, we have to reduce the energy consumption. In other words, we must save the energy. We have to know energy saving is the important decision in our life, starting from saving electricity, water, and fuel. In our daily life, it is impossible to separate from using the energy, especially electricity. Electrical energy is very important for humans, among other helping people for working and sufficient for human needs. Mom's work at home can be easier because of washing machine. We can get information from television. There are a lot of useful stuff for human, but sometimes we wasteful the energy, especially electricity. Often television, lamp, computer, and another electronic stuff are not turning off while not operated. If we can saving electricity, we can saving our money. Besides electricity, another energy source used by humans is fuel. Fuel used for operating automotive vehicle. The fuel stock more limited because non-renewable energy. The price of crude oil will be expensive day by day if we wasteful the energy. The energy will be rare. For the first time, our earth become damaged because of oil drilling for pick crude oil up. The use of fuel oil will be harmful for humans because it can cause air pollution and global warming. The reason why we have to saving the energy, first, the source energy reducing day by day and mostly non-renewable energy. Second, to reduce air pollution because too much vehicle use fuel oil. Third, to prevent global warming. Fourth, we can saving and avoid from the wasteful because the wasteful people is a brother of evil. And the fifth, we can saving our money. The human don't want energy scarcity or rare energy, so have to saving the energy as possible. So the next generation can use the electricity energy and fuel oil for their life. That's all my speech today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Kinar, for the speech. That was a really good one. So the next contestant is from grade 8A. So for Egi, good luck. The stage is yours.
Next, Keno. Egi tidak ada.
Halo Mister, ada.
Oh, ada.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
My name is Sergio Al-Beduri and I'm from 8A, and today I'm going to give a short speech about the we are all aware of how the environment is important to us. We cannot afford to harm the environment any longer. In today's modern world, our planet Earth is affected significantly. However, if we want to live in harmony in nature, we cannot put the entire pressure on the environment. Living beings, for their survival, depends completely on the natural and man-made environment. It is impossible to live without the resources that the provides. In such a situation, it becomes critical to save Mother Nature from getting overexploited due to the increasing population. That many factors like overpopulation and deforestation are responsible for environmental destruction. Small steps taken by us can go a long way. We must try to use the much public transport as possible to protect the air we breathe. It is important that we throw garbage in the right bins so the proper disposal of waste and waste management can be done. We need to make efforts in the right direction to conserve our natural resource and habitat. Some of the ways by which we can achieve this are the use renewable energy, avoid plastic bags, plant more trees, etc. Mother Nature offers so much to us. It is our duty to protect the environment and nature, a part of sustainable development programs. And that's all I think about my speech. And thank you so much for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Hergi, for your speech. The next participant of this competition is Aiman from 8A. The floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Ayman. Hello, everyone. I am Ayman from grade 8A, and today I'll be talking about the environment and on the topic of conservation. As the human population grows and grows, we use more of the resources and change them for human use. How do you think public land should be managed? Over the years, there's been lots of opinions, and two of the most popular ones are conservation and preservation. I will be only talking about conservation. Some people believe that public land should be managed by using the way of conservation, which means that humans should use the resources from the environment, but manage them in a responsible manner. And for this viewpoint, people need to use the environment in a sustainable way, which means that they should use the resources from the environment in a that can meet the present day demand, but not jeopardize it for future generations. If the environment is not used in a sustainable way, the resources of the environment can be depleted and permanently destroyed, which means that conservation method has failed. Conservation method has failed. If they use the environment in a sustainable way, the resource would be in use for humans for a very long time. And someone called Gifford Pinchot was a very important person in the conservation movement. When the US started off and the people was moving throughout the country and the resources was being used and changed, he thought that the method they were using was wrong, because at the time the forest was being clear-cutted, which is when all the trees were removed at the same time. He thought that this method was wrong, and because he saw the forest as a very valuable resource of timber, and thought that it should be managed in a way that ensures the human development in the land, but also the proper use of the resource. He also had a very important role in the creation of Club Sierra, which was I don't know, he was also a very important role. He later founded the organization called the US Forest Service, which he became the chief of the organization while Theodore Roosevelt became president of it. When he was in charge, the federal government adopted the method of conservation and drastically increased the amount of land that was controlled by the government. Thank you so much for your attention, and that was all to my speech.
Monai, can you continue?
Oh, dah. Oh. Alright. So the next contestant is from 8B. Fordeanda, you're up. Good luck.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, I'm Diana from IT. First, allow me to thank Ms. Leah, Ms. Fata, and other teachers for the opportunity that has been given to me so that I can give a speech about reforestation as an environmental conservation activity. Audience, as we may know, we live in Industry 4.0 right now. Industry 4.0 makes many dynamic change in forest management. This has an impact on deforestation and land degradation. The drivers of deforestation and land degradation are becoming increasingly complex and cover various aspects. Direct causes such as logging activities, illegal logging, and forest fires that cannot be controlled and often occur during the long dry season cannot be avoided. In addition, market failures, for example setting timber prices too low, policy failures, and other socio-economic and political issues in general also contribute to deforestation and land degradation in Indonesia. Saying this, environmental conservation such as the reforestation movement emerged as a solution to the problem of deforestation and land degradation. So, what is reforestation? Reforestation is the replanting of forests that has been cut down. Reforestation is useful for improving the quality of human life by absorbing pollution and dust from the air, rebuilding natural habitats and ecosystems, preventing global warming by capturing carbon dioxide from the air, and exploiting the resources, especially wood. The purpose of reforestation is to maintain the balance of nature, and reforestation also has the advantage of, preventing flooding. If we do not reforest deforestation and land degradation, it will have a bad impact on the environment. One of the important functions of trees is to store water in the soil. So if no one keeps the soil in the water will flow freely and cause flooding. Floods can also easily occur when forests are clear. In addition to flooding, the absence of trees can also cause landslides. The situation occurs because there is no one holding the soil, so the soil is easily dragged by water. These disasters often claim many human lives and material losses. In addition to harming the environment, living things also have a bad impact. Most of the causes of the existence of animals and plants are caused by illegal logging, where trees are home to various species of animals and plants. Therefore, not only humans, but animals and plants can also feel the impact. Audience, deforestation activities arise because of problems that occur in the forest and the prolonged dry season. Deforestation is one solution to deforestation and land degradation in Indonesia. By doing reforestation, the balance of nature will be achieved. Not only humans will benefit from reforestation, other living beings will also benefit. Therefore, reforestation, part of environmental conservation, has a good impact on the environment and all living things in it. That's all for my speech. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Danda, for your speech. The next participant is Khalila from 8A. The floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, my name is Khalila Elsipetandra from 8A. Today I will present a speech about the environmental conservation. First of all, I'd like to thank the Almighty God. It is because of Him we are able to attend this contest. Secondly, may salawat and salam always be delivered to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who had brought us from the darkness to this bright modern era we live in today. Last but not least, I'd like to thank the judges for giving me this opportunity to compete in this contest. Okay, preservation of the natural environment is very important for us to do from an early age because basically environmental preservation is an obligation. This is because humans are very dependent on nature and the surrounding environment. Surely, the environment conditions that we live today are very different from several decades ago. In the past, we could easily find trees, fresh air, clean water. Now, the land containing plants have been replaced with housing, smoke from factory, motor vehicle fumes that cause air pollution. It's very dangerous for our health, so it can be a big problem for all people and next generation. Environmental problems are not only limited to plants and air pollution. Many animals lose their habitat. Humans seize their place of residence so that animals have difficulty getting a place to live again. There are many reasons why environmental problems happen. Among other, many humans exploit the environment without conservation. To avoid that, we have to educate people for safe environment. There are many things that we can do to save environment, such as planting some trees, put trash in the right place, save electricity, not using plastic when shopping, and reduce the usage of motor vehicle. Last, certainly, the future conditions of our environment depends us. We who live now have the responsibility to restore our environment, so in the future we can still live a better life. Okay, that's all from me. I'm sorry if I mispronounced a word. Thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope this speech will be useful for you all. Thank you once again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So the next participant for the speech competition is Najwa from grade 8B. The stage is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Let me introduce myself first before I start my speech. My name is Najwa Devi. I am from grade 8B and I will tell a speech about reduce waste and decrease exploitation to make a better life for the future. I have heard about global warming and climate change when I was young, and I think of it that it must be us, human, who causes it all with our lifestyle. And over time, condition on Earth is getting worse for all the exploitation that is still happening until now. It affects and disturbs fauna and ecosystem life. At the end, the animal that it should be alive right now, it starting to extincting. And the forest is starting to bare because of the trees we keep cutting down every day. Imagine what could be the world looks like if this still going on. Life on Earth will be very scary. There will be no more clean water because of the exploitation, waste, and there will be no more forest, and Earth will be very arid. We need to start loving the environment and we must improve the environment too. How? How will we do it? And who will do it? It's us. We can start with little effort. For example, we can reduce the exploitation of plastic bags. With using a bag that we can bring ourselves from home and shopping, and we can plant trees and not burn trash or throw garbage into the river. There are still many things that we can do, like reducing waste with reuse, recycle, and reduce. Let's change the future little by little. We do all of that consistently. It's our problem, then we must take an action for it. Of course, with just speech, chat, and talk will not make any result. But do a little action, and if it's done with everyone, then little action can produce big changes. And that is all from me. I'm sorry that if there is a mistake in my speech. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Najwa, for your speech. The next contestant is Rashad from 8C. The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello guys, my name is Rashad and I am from class 8C. And here I'm going to speak about the environmental conservation. First of all, let's say all the prayers to our God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for all the blessings given to us. Environmental conservation is the practice of us humans saving the environment from loss of species and the destruction of the ecosystem, primarily due to pollution and human activities. Environmental conservation is important in saving and helping both animals and plants, as we are all dependent on one each other for survival. Why should we conserve our environment? First is to maintain and also protect cultural area so that it does not become extinct or damaged. Second is to revitalize historical buildings so that they can be reused. We can also use the old buildings to function again, although with different purpose. Third is to protect flora, fauna, and rare objects from becoming extinct or misused. Fourth is to maintain objects from natural reserves by caring and improving their physical form. What will happen if we don't conserve our environment? First, animals and plants can become extinct due to the pollutants that enter environment, making the environment damaged so that the animals and the plants cannot live there anymore. Second, loss of food sources because of the extinction of the animals and plants. Third, reduce supply of clean water. Without vegetation in the form of trees and plants, the soil cannot filter clean water. Lastly, what can we do to conserve our environment? First, don't throw garbage in the river. Second, don't burn trash. Third, save energy. Fourth, plant a tree. Fifth, recycle trash that can be recycled. And number 6, reduce plastic use. That is all for my speech. Hope this speech helped. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Rashad, for the speech. And the next contestant is Bianca from 8B. Good luck. The stage is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi everyone, my name is Bianca Fratilova Saudi Putri. I'm from class 8B. On this auspicious occasion, let us offer praise and gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has given us all the blessings and guidance so that we can gather in the good health today. The short speech I will deliver this time explains about save our forests. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will love those who take care of His creation. So now let's take care of our forest and environment. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia is rich in forests. There are many forests in every area. They spread all along all the island, as Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan, Sulawesi, and the others. The existence of the forest turns out have a positive impact on humans, environment, and other living things. The main function of the forest is with various types of plants to absorb carbon dioxide generated by humans, motor vehicles, factory waste, and other sources. Millions of humans and animals are detected choosing to live in forests. Therefore, if the forest is damaged or lost, then humans and animals will automatically lose their home. Forests as a place to live for living things are one of the functions that are continuously maintained. The forest can purify the air pollution because the tree inhales the carbon dioxide from the air and exhales the oxygen into the air. When our forests are defrosted, There are no roots that hold water in the soil. As a result, natural disasters such as landslides and floods can happen anytime. To avoid this, we must always carry out reforestation or replanting so that the forest remains dense and fertile and does not have a negative impact on humans or the surrounding environment. Therefore, the forests have a function as a purification of the air pollution. The forest gives us the contributions of the water supply along our year. The most important way to protect and preserve the forest is first, reforestation. Second, set a selective cutting system. Third, implementing a cutting system. Fourth, don't litter in the forest. And fifth, protect and maintain forest habitat. Ladies and gentlemen, they are pleasant for us and seeing the reality. I would like to emphasize that keep the forest safe and take a prevention from the damage. Moreover, we can find many beautiful places, fauna and flora in the forest. This is all speech that I can deliver. I'm so sorry you had a mistake. Thank you for your nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Bianca, for your speech. The next participant of this competition is Bila from 8C. The floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, my name is Bila from grade 8C, and I'll be telling you all about my environmental conservation speech today. Before I start, thank you all for listening to my speech today and supporting me Thursday. Now let's move on to my speech. We need to charge our ways on using energy, not by coal, but by solar power and hydro. Solar power, well, almost everyone knows that, right? Let me just explain it to you all again. Solar power is the conversion of renewable energy from sunlight into electricity, either directly using photovoltaics or PV for short, or indirectly using concentrated solar power. Concentrated solar power systems uses lenses or mirrors, and solar tracking systems to focus a large area of sunlight into a small beam. Solar technologies can harness this energy for a variety of uses, such as providing generating electricity, providing light, or a comfortable interior environment, and heating water for domestic, commercial, or industrial use. Not all of you must know the pros and cons of it, right? The pros are that it is environmental friendly energy and helps combat gas emissions and reduces our collective dependence on fossil fuels, which I have talked about in my last speech about cars and motorcycles. And the cons are that it's a very expensive for electricity bills for solar panels, and they are only useful in the day, not by night. And that's where hydropower comes in. Hydropower, also known as water power, is the use of falling or fast running water to produce electricity or to power machines. It is achieved by converting the gravitational potential or kinetic energy of a water source to produce power. Hydropower is a method of sustainable energy production, because hydropower plants can generate power to the grid immediately. They provide essential backup power during major electricity outages or disruptions. Hydropower provides benefits beyond electricity generation by providing flood control, irrigation support, and clean drinking water. Hydropower is also affordable. Now, if you don't have the money to buy solar power or even hydropower, you can do this instead to help the environment. One, turn any electricity that is not in use. Example, when you're using the living room, turn off the lights so you can save power and maybe even lower your electricity bill. Well, just a little, I guess, but hey, saving money, am I right? Anyways. 2, plant trees. Yes, plant trees. Planting trees allow people more because they need oxygen. And where do you get oxygen? Trees. Since nowadays a lot of factories are making our planet gray and make carbon dioxide, which is bad for us, since we literally breathe out carbon dioxide and breathe in oxygen. 3, plug off any electronics that is not in use, like your computer, your TV, even your rice cooker. I guess I've been talking for too long, so I'm ending it now. Thank you all for listening to my speech again today. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Bila, for the speech. That was a really nice one. So the next participant of this competition is Nida from grade 8C. For Nida, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning all, I'm Nida from AC, and today I want to give you a speech about keeping the environment in school. Environment is a place where living things live in this world. In addition, human life cannot be separated from its environment. Therefore, we must keep our environment so that we can live comfortably in it. To preserve the environment, we must maintain the clean lines because clean lines is a reflection of a healthy environment. Keeping the environment can be started from small things like dispose of waste in place, cleaning our homes, and much more. Currently, the awareness to maintain clean lines of the environment is very concerning. We are so indifferent to the clean lines of our environment. That can be seen from our school environment. Clean lines of our school environment is not only the responsibility of the school janitor, but it's a responsibility of everyone who is stay in school, such as students, teacher, and also staff at the school. We are all involved in keeping our school environment. The amount of garbage in our school is because we are lazy to dispose the trash in its place. We don't know that it will endanger our own health. The rubbish which is piling up can cause various diseases. We as knowledgeable persons should feel uncomfortable with the condition of our current school environment. So, through this speech, I invite all people who are involved in the school get together to start cleaning up our school environment. There are so many ways that we can do to clean up our school environment. The first is we have to get used to disposing the rubbish in its place. Don't be lazy just to take out the trash. If we had been get used to throwing trash in its place, certainly garbage will not accumulate in our school anymore. The second is we must optimize the picket duty which had been met. For example, is making sure there is no trash in the desk drawer. Even if necessary, students who don't do picket should be punished. Cleaning class every day before class begins will make us comfortable in learning so that we can more easily understand what the teacher teach. The last is we have to work together to clean up our school environment by cleaning up each corner of our school. For example, is flushing the toilet after use it and throw the tissue waste in the trash. In closing, I will convey a proverb that says clean lines is half of faith. Therefore, let us keep our school environment in order to create a comfortable environment. That is the speech that I can say. I'm sorry if there are mistakes in delivering the speech. Thank you for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Nida, for your speech. So the next contestant is Malika from 8A. The floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Malika Ayu Fadia Putri. I am from grade 8A at Al-Zahra Junior High School. Today, I'm going to talk about environmental conservation. In my opinion, this topic is important because every action we take can affect other people as well, but not only people, but also animals around us. What is environmental conservation? Environmental conservation is a process or method of protection from destruction and damage. Environmental conservation means using the environment wisely so that the environment balance is maintained. If the environment is not maintained, it will become an opportunity for natural disasters such as floods, landslides, and soil pollution. There are several reasons for environmental conservation, namely controlling the use of natural resources wisely, realizing humans as builders and partners of the environment, implementing environmentally sustainable development, realizing the sustainability of the relationship between humans and the environment. There are several ways to perceive the environment. One way is to perceive the forest. Forests has a very important role of life because they are the lungs of the world and they can produce oxygen and absorb carbon dioxide. The largest water catchment area so that it can prevent flash floods, erosions, and landslides, as well as a place to live for various animals. As an effort to preserve the forest, we can plant 1 million trees, not clear land by burning forests, not do illegal logging, and report the authorities if we see someone doing illegal logging. There are also other ways to preserve the environment, like not littering, save energy, using reusable bags when shopping, bringing our own water bottle and lunch boxes, and many more. In other words, we can contribute to the environmental conservation by implementing reduce, reuse, and recycle. That's all I have to say. I hope by protecting the environment, we can slowly make our world better. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Malika, for the speech. It was a really good speech about taking care of the environment, which is really important. All right, so last but not least, our final contestant of this competition is Amar from grade 8A. Good luck.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amar Tiazan from 8A, and in today's speech, I'll be talking about environmental conservation. So what is environmental conservation? In a nutshell, or in a more simplified answer, environmental conservation is basically for us to protect and to save the environment and the ecosystem responsibly. Destroying the environment or ecosystem is sometimes vital for us to do, which should not be overdone, such as, for example, deforestation, or, for example, like the destruction of natural habitats and the environment. These things can cause big problems, such as it can disrupt the food webs, and even worse, it can lead to animal extinction. And other things for us not to do is, for example, pollution. Pollution, if you don't know what it is, that is the release of toxic gases such as CO2, and it is emitted into the air and the atmosphere from our daily activities and our daily uses, like, for example, from factories. And these things basically, it can cause the rise in temperature, or also known as global warming, which then can cause more problems, such as the melting of ice caps, or the melting of the melting of ice caps in the northern and southern hemisphere, which then can engulf many areas, which is also by Indonesia. It's gonna change the capital from Jakarta, since if we don't take action, it might Jakarta might be engulfed. So the significance of, for example, deforestation and pollution, there are many more things that we do that can cause, we call it, the destruction of the environment and ecosystem. These are just the examples. Significance of these can be more than you think. Basically, the things that we do usually goes back to us. For example, pollution, like I said, it melts the ice caps and it goes back to us, as in it can, it can engulf cities and areas. And deforestation, it can go back to us, since if we disrupt the food web, since we're part of the food web, it can lead to animal extinction, and then it can also create some sort of food problem for us. And there are also other things that we can do to prevent the destruction of environment and ecosystem, such as to use more renewable and more sustainable energy, such as hydropower energy, solar energy, or wind energy that comes from water or sun or wind. There's many more sustainable energy rather than what we mostly use today, such as coal or oil. And there's also other problems, such as poaching or hunting for animals and for their body parts to be used as trophies or to be sold. An example of this is, for example, the hunting of rhinos. Lots of rhinos have been extinct for us, by us, and then extinct because of us. And so we need to take action. If we don't take action in the near future, then it can before it's too late. Basically, if we don't take action and then it's too late, then we can't do anything about it. And so that is all for my speech today. Sorry if there's any mistakes or if I repeat myself too much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next we still have one more participant. So please, Faisal from 8C, the time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good morning and best wishes to all. My name is Faisal from grade 8C. First of all, let's say all the prayers to our God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, for all the blessings given to us. In this time, I want to bring the theme of environmental conservation. So, what exactly is environmental conservation? Environmental conservation is the practice of us humans saving the environment from the loss of species and the destruction of the ecosystem, primarily due to pollution and human activities. Conservation is vital in saving and helping both animals and trees, as we are all dependent on one another for survival. Trees convert carbon dioxide produced by factories into oxygen, which help us breathe and respire. The loss of species, which makes them go extinct, would mean they are forever lost and cannot be seen by tourists or studied by scientific minds. Additionally, such loss or disruption of ecosystem would disrupt the food web, messing up the whole ecosystem in general. There is much to do when it comes to rebuilding and protecting what is left of natural resources and biodiversity within our ecosystem. Environmental Environmental conservation is an umbrella term that defines anything we do to protect our planet and conserve its natural resources so that every living thing can have an improved quality of life. Environmental conservation and preservation are two terms that are often used interchangeably, although they are quite different. Conservation refers to the responsible management of the environment, and it is research for the present and future use. Preservation, on the other hand, is a much stricter approach where the environment, lands, and natural resources are put away, not to consume by humans, but are instead maintained in their pristine form. If the land is used, it should only be utilized for its natural beauty and inspiration. Presumably, that's all I can tell. If there's wrong word, I apologize. Thanks and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Faisal, for the final speech. And Faisal, that concludes our speech competition for today. 6 winners will be announced tomorrow. We do apologize if we make any mistakes as a master of the ceremony today.
Before we close the event, let's say Hamdalah together.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right. Thanks, Kenu and partner. Big thanks for the participants. It's great performance. There are some that need to be prepared when you are performing a speech. The first is the opening. You have to deliver the title clearly and then also attractively. And then in the middle of delivering the speech, it's better or not better. It must bringing out real data. For example, there is forest damage like that, and then mention the area, how many percent the area, and then the year that happened, and what action has done to prevent the forest get more damage, something like that. And then the last is the conclusion. I think that's all, and I hope in the next time all of you will get better performance and bringing out special experience for today and now on. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Fatah, for the tips of delivering the speech. Maybe next, if there is this kind of competition, you can use the tips, and then we can be better for the next competition. I think that's all for grade 8, yeah, Mr. Fatah?
Yes.
Enough.
Okay.
It's already 10. And for grade 8, you can go back to the lesson. And for the committee, we can take a break first. Yeah, thank you so much for grade 8. Nice to see you all. You can leave the Zoom meeting right now. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.